President Joe Biden's Homeland Security Secretary slams the Trump administration's policies on the southern border, but at the same time, pressure is building there. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
At a news briefing today, Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas ripped into the Trump administration's immigration policies, calling them cruel multiple times and saying that it will take a long time to fix it, but many remain skeptical of that.
It takes time to build out of the depths of cruelty that the administration before us established.
On the southern border, hundreds of children a day without visas are crossing over with no parents. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas says he's trying to make it safer.
For example, we've also begun to rebuild a process for young people to be able to access avenues of protection without having to take the perilous journey.
The Biden administration wants no more funding for the border wall, the end of the Remain in Mexico policy, and a path to citizenship for millions here illegally. The U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops earlier wrote, "We continue to call for immigration reform, which provides a path to citizenship for dreamers and the undocumented."
We have begun to develop and rebuild the program to reunify individuals with their families here in the United States, as was once the case.
But the Biden administration's new policies on the border are considered disastrous by opponents. GOP chairwoman Ronna McDaniel recently tweeted, "The Biden administration is actively trying to undermine immigration law and is creating a crisis at our border." And Alfonso Aguilar with the Latino Partnership for Conservative Principles tweeted last month, "These policies are not humane and will put lives at risk."
Mayorkas also told potential immigrants that now is not the time to come to the United States. And he said there is no crisis at the border, instead calling it a challenge. All this as President Joe Biden was meeting virtually today with Mexican President Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador to discuss the situation. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.